So many of y'all are so confused about life. I have pro-aborts tell me if it's alive, if it's whole, take it out of the uterus and see if it survives. Okay. Well, if an infant is alive and whole, take him away from his mom or his caregivers and see if he survives. What's your point? There's nothing in the definition of life, being alive, being a human, that requires you to be able to survive on your own. Most of us can't even do that. We're heavily dependent on outside forces that we have no control over, heavily dependent on other bodies to keep working so that we can keep surviving. And then there are those, of course, who even further require round-the-clock care or are hooked up to machines, and yet you can't walk up to those people and murder them because they can't survive on their own. This idea that your life doesn't begin or your life doesn't begin to matter until you can survive on your own, that is a wholly personal stipulation and one that you don't even apply equally. And then this idea of comparing sperm, bacteria, cancer to a human zygote or a human fetus, really? Because at fertilization, a whole, individuated, genetically distinct, living human organism with, again, a unique set of DNA is formed. Not so with cancer, bacteria, or sperm, which may share some of those characteristics, but not all those characteristics, and all of those characteristics are quite necessary. And that human zygote, which again has a unique set of DNA, at fertilization, that human zygote has all of the genetic material required to grow into the fetus, the baby, the child, the adult he will eventually become. It is a mere stage of human development. Not so with cancer or bacteria or a sperm, all of which you could put into an artificial uterus, give it all the time and nutrients in the world, and still you will never ever ever have a human.